Glenn, this is for you. You wanted to know how I mounted the camera on the trike, and I basically had this pod, but it all really started with the section of broom handle. And basically what I did was just take a small section of broom handle. I've got a hole here that I will stick a piece of 1/4-20 all thread rod in that'll actually screw into the bottom of the camera, and on this end a larger hole to where I can lace a part of the lanyard in here so that I don't have metal to metal contact. So I've got like a string that goes down in here that attaches to the expandable bungee. Wow, we got some maple leaves coming out of the sky. Anyway, a piece of broom handle. Not really rocket science. What this pod looks like is this. 2 sections of pipe. A white pipe that I've painted, and a little larger section here. So it's adjustable up and down. And both these pieces are a little oblong, odd shaped here, so that I can find the adjustment height that I want and twist and lock it into position. And you can see that when you're riding along and you're filming with one hand, you can literally put that back in the socket here and press it all with one hand, and it'll stay there. But I'm afraid that on some of the downhills that we get on, this extra closure here is going to keep it in there. So that's basically it. I've got a rechargeable battery here that'll give me a 5 to 7 hour additional runtime on the camera. Has a USB cord. By the way, the USB cord is normally down in here. That right there. I'll explain what that is in a minute. But all that just fits right in there. And this fits in the socket down here in a block of wood. Take the camera over there and give you a little bit more of a close-up. Down here I've just basically got a block of wood that's pinched onto the back of the bottle cage. And this here, by the way, while we're looking at this, it's just a piece of 1-inch dowel sanded on the bottom and then screwed to the front of the bottle cage for the computer. With the bottle inserted here, it gives it a little bit more rigidity too. It's a lot more wobbly now than it will be with the bottle in there. So, and when you're riding along, you can actually pinch your thighs against this for a little bit more stability. But keep in mind, this was only intended for downhills. If you're riding along just on a nice flat surface, you can actually just reach over and steady the camera with your hand, which is not terribly inconvenient. Or you can, what I like to do is I like to take the camera off and pan around by hand, and I think you're real good at that. You can understand what that's all about. That's basically it. I mentioned to you what that there's a little sack in that stem. Let me get it out and I'll show you what it's all about. It'd be nice to have something handy in case it just started raining. That bag that was in the stem was nothing more than a bread sack. So you can actually, in that stem, keep some kind of a baggie in case you needed it in a hurry. I know, it's silly. That's it, man. Basically it. Camera pod. A couple things about it. It's convenient. It's easy to use. The pod itself is multi-useful. It's camera for fixed, camera for removable, Got a charger cable, rain bag. The height's adjustable. The whole thing is removable. It's fairly lightweight. Minimal modification to the trike. Attached to the back of the bottle cage, so there was no modification to anything. Pretty cost effective. The piece of pipe came out of the river back there. I'd like to think it's a bit stylish, maybe not. But probably more importantly, Glenn, it's a fresh idea. I hope somebody can build on this and make us some equipment that's useful, but you and I both know that trike is probably the best cycling platform for video recording. So it's really about it.